Hi guys, this is Eric from Dumb Game Dev, and we're going to be continuing on with our low poly medieval prop series. And today we're just going to be making a book. It's nothing overly complicated. We're not going to be using too many new tools, but I just thought you can follow along if you would like to do that. So why don't we just get started right away? And I'm going to create a new 3D object using a mesh with UModeler. And like normal, I'm just going to create a box. And I like the box tool, so why don't we start there? And let's just make this uniform, because that's how I roll. And something like this is just good for me. And the first thing I'm going to do is create this top and bottom selection here by adding some loop slices. Love those loop slices. And we can just grab those by double clicking, hitting Control, double clicking another one, getting the scale tool, and oopsie, we just want to scale these up. So these will be our top page and our bottom page, or our top and bottom cover. Sorry. And then we can grab this back panel, and I think I'm going to drag this out a little bit, and that will give us the spine of our book, as you can see here. Now I want to push these in to give my pages a little bit depth, but before I do that, I don't want to push this section in, so I'm just going to use the line tool, and the line tool can help us connect here to here. Push space when you're done. And I'm too lazy to go the other side. I'm going to just use the mirror tool. Just mirror this, push start, done, and now I know the other side is the same as well. I would just grab this and this. And in this case, I guess we'll go there. So we can use the multi-push tool, and I think I want the vertex normals. Let's give it a try and see. And again, don't forget, sometimes it doesn't show up until you click it. It seems to be a little bit of a thing. So now we have the basic shape already. I think on this one I actually added some extra edge loops, as you can see here, just to give it a little bit more, make it a little less like flat and sort of perfect looking. So we can do that as well. Let's just go loop slice. Add in 2, click that down, double click and hold Control, double click, Control, and then we can go scale, bring these in a bit, and now you can see it starts to make our book a little bit more sexy looking. We can make this whatever we want here. Could bring it in a little bit this way as well. But I like it the way it is. Again, if you wanted to add more variations, you could just sort of grab these corners and pull these in and out and up and down to just give it a little more style. But that's good enough for now. The next thing I want to do is add sort of this lock onto it. We can do this pretty easily just by grabbing somewhere in the middle here, grabbing our box tool, and drawing on a box, and see, it's going over the edge. I don't want that, so what I'm going to do is actually do a border check, and now when you draw on it, you'll see, so it just stops at the edge here, and I want that to glue on, and you can see what these do just by holding over. The box with this property enabled will be glued to the polygon where it started created. This means that no hidden part, so it just means there won't be any hidden part between the two, which is good. Okay, so not a big deal here. We'll just grab this out, and like we normally do, we can hold Shift to extrude outwards, and then we'll do it again. So now we have a nice little part that we can bring downwards. And now once we're underneath, we can grab this, and again hold Shift to extrude, and to get the exact spot we want, we're going to hold Control right here on this corner, and you can see that it will snap to this polygon when we're holding Control. And then I'm going to hold Shift again And now when this goes over, we know it's exactly at the right place. And we're going to hold Shift again. And that should be just about what I want. We could probably mirror this to make it more exact. But that's okay for what I need. So then I want to add a little bit of an indent here in these edges, like you can see I did here, just to give it a little bit of style. And to do this we can use the bevel tool, which we haven't used all that much. Just grab these two edges. There we go. Okay, we're going to choose bevel. And, you know, I've had some issues with the snapping on the bevels here. So, I mean, I would like them to be sort of nice and round, but I can't quite get the profile I want. I think it might be too small. As you can see, they sort of snap between being out and in here. You know, it doesn't quite work the way I would expect it to. But that's fine. I'm just going to use one here, and that'll work for me. And again, the lazy man's way of doing this, we're just going to mirror this to the other side. And now it's done on both sides. So there we go. We've got a book done super fast. Didn't take that long. Don't forget to go to your local settings and generate those light maps. And if you changed anything else, you might want to say bake the transforms, bake all, and then set the pivot to center. And I don't know if you need to bake again after that, but I did. And there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this short little tutorial on how to create a book. You can use the same method to create some open books and closed books, and I have an open book here somewhere. For example, that's on a stand, a little harder to see, but I just use the same sort of methods here. Okay, until next time.